Welcome to Slow Home Studio. Too many people live in badly designed houses, and we want to change that.
Today is Monday, June 13th, and we're continuing on our discussion about laneway houses, and we've come across a really interesting project from Bordeaux, France by Fabre and deMarien architects. And it's very similar to the design project that we all worked on over the past little while. It's the conversion of a garage into a laneway house.
That's right. It's very, very interesting. It's almost exactly the same size.
Yes, it is. And there's a couple of details that were really kind of eye-opening, an interesting way of thinking about space.
So if you've been working on the project or if you've been following along, I think you'll enjoy seeing this because they took a radically different approach.
Very radical.
So here we have the before picture. It looks like it is an abandoned garage.
And it's shoved between two buildings.
Yeah,
like it's just packed in there.
Yeah, and that's after. And I think what's beautiful and it's brilliant. And what I also like is that it continues it when you do want to just close your house up, it's completely closed.
I love that idea.
And it works with that. And then this is when it's open. And now it's a little deceptive. You have to look at this. This is actually a courtyard. It goes back. This is a
outdoor space.
Right here is actually just a reflection of the door. When I first looked at this, I thought that it was actually came down, but it's not. So this is an outdoor space. It has a skylight or an opening so that the door into the house is actually set back considerable amount.
Yeah, it's 13 feet back and 9 feet wide, just to give you some sort of idea of scale. And then now we're looking at a before picture of what it was like, what they had to work with as the base condition. And this is a bit of a fisheye lens view, but you can see that outdoor space. So this up here is the street. This is the edge of the kitchen. This is just showing the courtyard. So that was one major design idea, was that courtyard. The second major design idea you're starting to see here in the background, which is this millwork block.
One big piece of millwork, and that's what everybody, I think, or this is the shift in thinking from what was going on last week, where everyone was basically subdividing the space into a series of rooms. This is one big space with a millwork piece in the middle that actually organizes everything else.
So this is a before shot, and then here we have a picture of that millwork piece. The millwork piece is about 10 by 12, so 10 feet long, or 10 feet wide, 12 feet long. It has the sofa. It has the study desk. There's actually a stair behind up to a sleeping loft.
And the bathroom is inside
the bathroom. That. I know, it's amazing. So here's a view of that study loft on the side and the TV. You sit on the couch and look at the TV. And then this is the bathroom, which is inside that block, which I got dumbfounded when I saw that because it was very interesting. This is looking towards the other way, before shot of the garage. And this is the kitchen. This is the finished product here. Interesting how the kitchen takes up the whole front of the space.
That's right. You can see it right there. And I really like the way that the kitchen is a combination of high storage that incorporates the refrigerator, the wall ovens, and then it drops down with the sink so that you then have the window, and then that window turns the corner and comes down. So for such a small space, it's incredibly light, and yet you can seal it all up, and it basically disappears.
It's amazing because the kitchen feels really complete to me. And it's 9 feet wide, and they were able to get all of that functionality in there. So here's standing at the back of the space looking towards the opening.
And this is, they're using a fisheye lens.
They've got two photos that are sort of merged together there, so it's a little bit.
But you do get a sense of what it is, and it's so nice with that study desk is great. And of course, the other trick in this is that they put the bedroom above, and that actually is what made this space work.
Yeah, they had enough height. So before they had a stair condition where they came up to a mezzanine on the top, and what they did is they just made the box come up to sort of handrail height, well actually lower than handrail height, and they put a mattress in there. There's not very much head clearance. They said it's around just under 6 feet. The skylights provide daylighting, so it is tight, and with the roof coming down, it's higher in that part, but they were able to get a sleeping loft on the top.
So I think it's a great way to extend the discussion of our laneway house one more step into a different kind of architectural approach. And sometimes doing that, thinking outside of the box, so to speak, can really lend or can create some really great options.
If you're interested in learning more about the principles of slow home design, you can pick up a copy of our book entitled What's Wrong with This House? It's a practical guide to finding a well-designed and sustainable home. It's available for sale on the Slow Home Studio website. It's also available for sale at Amazon.com in both paperback and the Kindle format.